lights, man, flashing lights, batteries are still flat.
Oh, the lights are doing my nutting. I had a list, I'm sure I had a list, because what I'd like to do eventually is have a bit of a stage play going on, so that we know we're in the theatre, that we're all human beings, we all count, we're fucking amazing, but we keep getting blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Here he rests, 6 feet under, is he dead or deep in slumber? 75 years is it today? A lot of ships out there, a lot of ships, a lot of trouble at home, a lot of rift. I couldn't get my head around it, can't get my head around it. Tension tight, tension taut, tension, tension, overwrought. A mile offshore in a leaky boat, sinking fast, still afloat, searching for a missing note. Will these efforts come to aught? Sinking, sinking, deep in thought. Thank you.
Yay!
Okay, this is going to be the morning after the night before. Just going to get a little, my lips get dry.
By and by. Is there?
Thank you. Eyes? Sometimes, the morning after the night before. Awake with a chemical thirst that only chemicals will slake. Light up, get up, take off the brake. Cough and I splutter, fall out of bed. Gift from the night, the pain in my head. Stumble into the kitchen, kettle, fill, boil water for caffeine, search for a pill. Gift from the night, be still, be still. Make my way to the bathroom for a splash and a leak. Berate myself gently for being so weak. Feel my joints ache, hear my joints creak. No other company to whom do I speak as I flush the liquid of last night away, the ash of one ruin fallen slightly astray. In the moment's reflection I mind masturbate. With all my good fortune, how did I get in this state? Thank you.
Yay!
For your attention, it's amazing, and yeah, I think some of the people have experienced it. Bum, ba, ba, dum, bum. All right, I might go a little bit political later on, but this is more to do now with I rolled it a while back, but it's about sort of government drugs that are affecting, and how we somehow or another fucking wind up just. We might just start with a little dabble doctor, because you're great. Certain doctors. A poem for Joe. A lively, likeable young lad I sort of, kind of used to know. Had a few problems. Don't we all? Cannot close his eyes and stay silent. The nightmares continue. Goes to the doctor. The doctor says, take these pills. They'll soothe the beast. They're not addictive and they're free. My advice is take them just after tea. Here, a sample. I always have plenty with me. So doing as requested, for in the doctor trust is usually invested. Medication taken and digested. The problem is, the pills did not soothe the beast. From his torment he was not released. Though on his mind they've had a feast, leaving poor Joe partially deceased. Doctors have now lost their charm, selfish money, motivated smarm, using long words to disarm, giving out drugs for troubled minds to embalm. Their manipulation causes harm. Their madness, their arrogance, their unanswered mistakes send sane people to the funny farm. Alarm, Alarm. But as for Joe, well, a few months or so ago, he took his first 30 mils of methadone. Strange thing nowadays is, or so it seems, he'd always left heroin well alone. Past the 100 mark now, my, how the tolerance has grown. And he's living almost all alone. Another mind they failed to own, someone else's. Zero imagination zone. Living almost all alone.
Yay!
Thank you. I'm going to do a love one. It's about coming to terms with loss. And I'm aware everyone has lost. We've lost someone. What an amazing fucking evening. Weird things happening, man. Wonderfully so. This is just, it's called Forest. So, you're either physically walking or it goes off in your mind. Wow, spaceships. In a forest, surrounded by these. Still in my thoughts, your name carried on the breeze. This feeling of loneliness, like a disease, this feeling of loneliness brings me to my knees. The night closes in, I see no way out, a storm building up. Your name is a shout. Cover my ears, I close my eyes tight. I will deal with your memory. Get through this night. Thunder rolls over, rain starts to pour. Under the trees, your name is a roar. The memory I shall never, ever ignore. Though of this haunting, no more, no more. Uncover my ears, eyes open wide, no longer afraid, and I am not going to hide. Look all around, identify each sound. Look to myself, and I'm on solid ground. Throw back my head, and I howl at the moon. On my way home, I will be there soon. Look to the future, the way becomes clear. Make my way forward without any fear. Your memory stays here. Thank you.
Yay!
I've never had this much time in this place, so you
No, we
know what I mean?
another 9 minutes, so you're all right.
Oh man, 9 minutes. Wow. Have we been into the city on a train yet? Have we travelled a bit hacked off about things, or well, what's going on, man? What's going on, fucker? This is wow, 9 minutes. I might pump. Well, woo, let's get to the city. Into the metropolis, we'll call it. I just slightly annoyed that some of the political representatives, away from whatever's going on in the moment, are absolute arseholes, and they're fucking. They talk horrible to us, and like we don't know what I'll say next later. Hey man, I'm just saying this is a trip to the city. It's about tension, and you got to get out there. Oh my goodness, into the lubrication of your local tube station, where people pace daily in deep isolation. I see a wide range of skin in a wild kind of nation. Here comes a train. It's got a blank destination. The bodies puke out. We all swim through the spew. Gotta fight for that space. Get a seat with a window, no view. So we look straight ahead, and we look straight at who? Mind diving, straight out of the blue. I look straight ahead, and I look straight at you. I see your eyes, I see your hair, the shape of your sex, through the clothes that you wear. I just sit and I stare. You're unaware, I don't care. We're on the train of despair, and we're going, and we're going, and we're going nowhere. Chained to the city, shackled by debt, in a place of low pity, never forget. Trained by the city, weighted by doubt. When you whisper, you scream, will I hear you shout? You don't know, you don't know, you don't know what to do. Hell, it's time to get out. Too chained, too trained, still thinking, still thinking, still thinking of you. Woo, woo.
Yay!
Thank you. It's amazing. I've got my cousin Mary here. Is it you, cousin Mary? Thank you very much. I'm Joe, my driver's here. Carl, Henrietta, fucking amazing. I'm gonna thank Mo. You might have noticed Mo at the bar. We're gonna do I don't know whether it is a soliloquy if it's done on its own. This has been work, whatever. He's got a great voice and he can do it. I'm going to do it as an I thing. Obviously, I've travelled through my own mind into my own life and back out of it and things like that. That's what's happened. And I used to attend the Sacred Heart Church in Aki. It's a mosque now. There's a mosque at the back. But when I was at the church, none of the priests messed with me. The only thing they pulled was my thumb or something like that at the Sacred Heart School. And queerest thing a priest had ever said to me was a bugger off. And I was about 9 or 10. We used to have to go to confession. I never did anything wrong. This particular occasion, I'd been leading. Some of you might know what it is. My mate had taken me to an old house with Sin Sulphur where you get this stuff and you can, you know, get sweets or something. So I've been robbing basically. And the priest said, "Why do you say that's right?" Something like that. Anyway. What I remembered, when the memory came back in, I could remember he stunk of cigarettes and booze. And I must have been like the umpteenth kid got in there like, oh, what we're going to nothing or whatever. So he said whatever and told me to go. But this is from that memory, if you like, and mixed up with some of this world. It's about going on a little bit sometimes. Shall I never rest? Will I always feel the need to keep something close to or get something off of my chest? The guilty secret, perhaps. Better never confessed. My world of fear, enticed to be here. What if I slip? People find out. Will they point? Will they stare, sneer, leer, jeer? Is there something wrong, dear? Do you feel like you do not quite belong here, dear? Become too tense, too trance, too wired, too ugly for romance? Is this it, the chance? Then I'll no longer hide down to my pride, that long last lonely, lonely, painful pleasure ride from so deep inside, no longer denied. Let ember of fire become burning desire before I expire, to get something off of my chest. I want to know, or I'll never rest. I want to know. Am I cursed? Am I blessed? Blessed. Thank you.
Yay!
Fuck you to whatever it is. That's doing the cursing, because it's a drift, and I'm up to somehow deal with it. You know. Thank you very much. Thank you. Still got one more, man. In some future time, I'll deliver how we met, Zero and I. But in the meantime, this is since we've got to get in some hand and what have you. How did I get here? I talked my walk into coming in here. Feeling thirsty, I fancied a beer. People look at me strange and they look at me weird. Weird, what are you? And why have you come in here, dear? I could not help feeling I was under attack. I talked my eyes into looking them back. I made my way forward, cut my own slack. Perhaps others have something I lack. Who'll be my friend? Who'll watch my back? Constantly, constantly under attack. When I get to the bar, I elbow space, order a jar, a pint of the black, and a whiskey chase. People still looking like they know my face. To my lips from the glass I sip. Savor the taste. To the memory of life soon gone to waste. Who will catch me as I am falling, falling from grace? Once more into the arms of my lover, my demon's embrace. People still looking, they all know my face. I am human, and this is my race. Our race. Thank you.
Yay!
On I'm away. Thank you very much.
Yay!
God bless you, all Superman. I sing praises to the Almighty. A few brothers and whatever. Yes, do.
What I do, and thank you to everyone out there for being nice and quiet like while we had the point on and giving respect for things. That's the great thing about PAC. We're eclectic.